I had good managers. I'm not gonna say anything bad about my managers. They was really good people, but I did work with some people who had issues with me, and I mean, hey, I may have gave them a reason to think certain things about me. That's that's neither here nor there. But I did work with some people who used to keep up with my attendance and everything, so that
Yeah.
used to get on my nerves because. Like we was talking about earlier in the week about snitching and stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They was basically
Left
snitching
and
on me
right. Yeah.
all the time. And
Yep.
I used to be like, dude, I don't care what you doing. Like, why are you worried about what I'm doing? If they don't say anything, why is it your business to report what
Yeah.
I'm doing? I
Yeah.
don't report anything that you do. You come in here late, fine, I don't care. That's none of my business.
Yeah.
That's on the manager to say something. But for you to take it upon yourself to, you know, go put a bug in the manager's ear or to tell them I'm sleeping at my desk. I mean, like I said, I gave people reason to be mad. I mean, but this ain't your company, so why are you worried about what I'm doing?
Yeah.
And that's how I felt. So it just used to be, like I told you, I was immature at that time too. But like I said, I used to be sleeping. I'm not, man, stop. Okay. But yeah, I was pretty bad. I was pretty bad. So I mean, some of it was my fault too.
Yeah.
But I will say that
They just didn't have to tell on you.
you didn't have to tell on me. I can laugh at it now because it was funny then to me. Guys, you be like, you gonna just tell it? Somebody had a whole book on me,
Damn.
like a notepad, what's
That's like an extra snitch level.
They was going at it. I'm talking about they
Yeah.
had the time and dates I was doing
Damn,
shit.
they're reporting you.
Say, man, they was going down. He's sleeping at his desk right now.
like it's a diary, like it's
Like,
a
it was
journal.
diary,
Yeah.
man. It was crazy because
That's
I used to
fucked
be
up.
like, really? You have that much time. You have that much time to worry about what I'm doing, and I still do more work than you and the rest of the people in here.
Yeah.
So, man, stuck at our jobs, bro. Man, woo, yeah. I've felt that way plenty of times. Well, I wouldn't say plenty of times. I felt like that at my last job when I was working for this corporation, and it was cool. I made decent money, but I was just never happy being there. Even no matter how much money. I think what really changed with me is when I first got there, I was excited, and I was happy to get hired there because I felt like that was a place I can grow. I can start my career. I could, go up the ladder and be like, yeah, man, this is great.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen that way.
Yeah.
It didn't happen that way. What about you? I mean, I could talk more about it, but what about you?
Oh man, well, I can talk about current situation. I'm currently at a job. It's overnight. Like I work every night.
Every night.
No days off. Haven't had a day off in over a year.
Yeah.
Except for that recent ice storm. That recent ice storm kind of forced us to have like a little week off. Which
Well, he really didn't want you to have that week off either.
he told me he wasn't gonna pay me. He did a lot. He said that he tried to get me and everybody else to come in, and he tried to make each one of us like feel, because there's a group message, and he told us like message him back individually, and he tried to make us like feel guilty about not. You don't know who's coming in and who's not, and he's trying to make you feel like we need you. And all
You
that.
need to come.
Yeah, and I tried. I got my car stuck on the way to work, got it stuck in the snow, and I just told him I wasn't coming in until it cleared out. And still have my job, but
Is that a good thing or a bad thing though? Because
no,
you sound like you feel like you stuck there.
I am, dude. I've been feeling like that. I got it during like the COVID stuff, whenever everything shut down and nobody was really trying to like everybody was struggling to find work. Nobody was really had money to pay for like videos or pictures or anything like that. So I had to pick up a job, and it worked. It served its purpose, and I've been working it like when like all of COVID, like pretty much when nothing's been going on. But I'm at a point now that everything's like opening back up and we're starting to pick up on the business during the day and everything. I'm starting to feel like this overnight, like every night is too much.
You just can't do it.
No, I can't.
Yeah, I
keep
know
up
what you're talking about. I don't think people
yeah.
know what every day actually.
No,
means.
every day means every day.
That means every day.
Every day, like for over a year, and they don't expect you to have a day off. Like they don't expect you, like whenever you get the job, they don't expect you to call in or have a day off.
Oh, you can't call in.
You can't.
And the only way you could do it is if you working with other people to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, you can't get a day off.
Yep, and nobody that is not getting paid regularly is going to be willing to learn your route. I've learned that too. Like it takes a lot to like learn the job, and they're not going to learn every detail that you've spent all your every day doing.
Well, because you got to learn the route. The route is,
yeah.
it is what it is. You got to learn where these houses are, and some of the directions are wrong. So
yeah, they're very wrong.
Yeah,
and I'm thankful for it. Like I'm thankful to have it. It's been regular income. It does pay like every week, but it's also like one of those things that kind of keeps you there. Is the fact that you're always looking for that next check, and they pay you enough to kind of get by, but they don't really pay you enough to really sustain a living, and then your car goes down, and then you have to pay for.
Well, I think that happens with any job, though.
Yeah.
When you think about it, I think it happens like because what happens is like even with myself, I was ready to go from the job I was at. What I was talking about, when I was ready to go, it was more because I felt like there was nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I was kind of stuck in this bubble of what we was already doing. And when I wanted to go, like if I wanted to go into management, I could go into management, but I really didn't want to be a manager there.
Yeah.
And then you knew everybody because a lot of the people who became managers, you came in with them.
Yeah.
And so they already have a judgment of who you are. And so they like, I don't want him to be a manager or whatever. And it's just stuff like that. It's like, it's really hard to get to like the next level. And this is like one of the only jobs I've ever been around where people try to encourage you not to be a manager.
Yeah.
Just because the managers have no protection, like they could be fired for any reason and stuff like that. I think where I got tired of it just felt like it wasn't fun. And jobs are not meant to be like fun, I guess. But I'm supposed to have a better time at work than I was. I felt like I was in this place where it was repetitive. Everything is the same every day, and I got so bored. Like it was boring. Yeah. It was really boring just sitting in front of a computer trying to do work and do that. I was just bored to death. Like I was like, this is not gonna work for me. Yeah. And that was after like maybe 10, 11 years, and then they was doing a surplus, so I took my package and left. And I thought I was doing the right thing at that time, but come to find out, getting out here and doing your own thing is extremely hard.
It is.
It's extremely hard to get out here and do your own thing. So.
Yep, it is.
But I feel you on that as far as like, feeling like you want to get out of that situation and feeling stuck at your job. So is that the only reason you feeling stuck at it, or is other things that's causing you to feel that way? Because you can leave it at any time.
I can. You're right. It's just that it's mainly the fact that I do get paid every week. It kind of makes you want to like stick it out for another week. It kind of keeps you going. But also, as life happens, you have stuff that you have to pay for. Things pop up that you got to pay for. So I have to keep mindful that this is like the main source of my income right now. So I have to keep doing this in order to pay for the things I need to pay for. But I also feel like I'm working all night and I have to catch up. Since it's every day, I don't have a day off. I have to catch up on not only rest during the day, but I have to catch up on all the work that I'm doing for my business. And it makes me feel like the business is lacking, or like I'm not able to do what I used to do before I got this job, because I'm constantly up all night and then catching up on rest like half of the day. So I only get really like a half day to really catch up on my business. And that's anybody that owns a business knows that you need more time than that.
You need a lot more time.
Yeah, it's really a 24/7 kind of thing.
It's a everyday grind.
It is.
Trying to really make that business successful, understanding how to promote yourself and stuff like that. You got to get with the right people. Yep. So it's a struggle, but I do understand that. But I think that happens with a lot of people at these jobs. You get these jobs and they're cool at first, and you making good money, and then you buy all these, accumulate all these items, and now in order to pay for these items, you have to stay there.
Yep.
Because you're worried about if I can go somewhere else, if I make this type of money somewhere else. Because sometimes people feel like they're not educated or they're not skilled enough to go anywhere else, and so this is maybe the best job they think they're gonna ever get, and that's not true. That's not true. One thing I always used to say is, there's millions of jobs out there. This is not the only one.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I just kept in mind. Yeah, I need to make this amount of money to keep me going, but what else can I do that can pay me the same amount of money with least amount of effort?
Yeah.
You know, that's why I think both of us have been thinking about, like, with our finances, basically learn how to do stocks and invest our money and stuff like that.
And sell shares in our company to build it up, make our company worth more. That's something I'm definitely looking into. Trying to get that right. It's tricky though. You gotta play your cards right.
Gotta play your cards.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but so as far as like with that, I think that, you know, being stuck at a job, anybody can feel like that. I think that's something that we all feel like, you know, being that way. But I think a lot of it is caused based off of, like, when you start getting comfortable with that job, then let's say things start changing on you. You want to leave. You feel like this job is not, you know, the best place to be. But now you're in this race of, like, well, I got these bills I got to pay for.
Yeah.
I have things I got to take care of. I have kids or whatever that I got to think about. And so now I have to go do this.
Yep. You have to maintain it.
I have to maintain it. So until I can find something else, I have to do this. And then if nothing else come around, I'm still at this job regardless.
Yep.
Sometimes things can happen to where it forces you to get out of that situation.
Yeah.
Right?
It will.
I think that you getting that rest for that week or whatever kind of messed them up.
Oh, it did. It made me think about a lot. And then the fact that he was just kind of like, they were just kind of like unfair to me. They told me that I mean, I work every day. I don't have a day off. The job's very demanding. They don't pay me really a lot for how demanding it is. And they just kind of like came at me in a disrespectful manner by telling me they weren't going to pay me or whatever after they already said that we had paid time off. He hit me up like the day before saying that we had paid time off, and then all of a sudden we don't. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm not going to be okay with that. And then I had that rest that week. I was more productive that week than I have been all year as far as like my business. And it kind of opened up my eyes to what I can do when I'm not tired, when I'm not beat down and I'm not tired. Because don't get me wrong, like the business is tiring too, but it's a different kind of tiring. It's not like an unfulfilled tired. It's like I did all I could today. I'm proud of my work. I'll rest. Like when you're tired at the job and you're stuck and it's not really like serving a purpose, it's just, you're just trying to like make the next check. It kind of makes you feel like you, I don't know. It makes you feel drained. It makes you feel like you're spinning your wheels. Like there's no purpose.
Well, yeah. I also think that it just feels like you trapped in this rat race of trying to, you know, rob Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah.
You know, you got to take money from over here to pay this, and it's really not enough money, but it's keeping me going.
Yeah.
This and this and that, you know. But I think another reason, like, I think people could feel, you know, stuck at their jobs, like I said, it's just basically the things you accumulate. The things that you accumulate, and being afraid to even leave that job. Like, am I capable of making the same type of money?
Yeah.
You know, some people are afraid of that, and that could be scary. Like I say, it could be really scary, but you know, so I just think that, you know, if people took the time to realize, like, this is not the only job. There's other places you can go, and you just got to make sure that you possess certain skills to go to the next place and you know, look into it. But yeah, you could really feel stuck at a job. I know mine was more about I went to school for acting. That's what I went to school for. I went to Prairie View A&M University to study theater.
Yeah.
Now, when I get out of school, I'm prepared to go off and do my own thing. And then, like I said, my wife at the time was pregnant. My girlfriend was pregnant at the time. Later, she became my wife. And I had all these responsibilities. So getting a job that paid well was really something I felt like I had to do at that time, because I had to take care of a family. And once I got that job that paid well, I was kind of stuck there, and I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do to create a career.
Yeah.
I was working a job, but it wasn't a career to me. And I felt lost. I don't know if you ever felt like that, you know, because I wanted to do something else. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I wanted to act. I wanted to perform. I wanted to be on TV. I want to work behind the scenes. I want to do these things, and I couldn't do it. So I was just like, I'm bored here. This is bull. I hate this job. Yeah, you pay me great. Now, I'm not going to say I didn't get paid well. I got paid very well. I was able to do a lot of things with that money. But I felt selfish, or I felt ungrateful, because I was always like, man, I want to quit. And there's so many people that would have killed to be at that job at that time. Yeah. And I was like, I want to quit. I hate this job.
Yeah.
Like, I really did. And I think it was more, too, about the people that was around. I had good managers. I'm not going to say anything bad about my managers. They was really good people. But I did work with some people who had issues with me. And, I mean, hey, I may have gave them a reason to think certain things about me. You know, that's neither here nor there, you know. But I did work with some people who used to keep up with my attendance and everything. So that used to get on my nerves because, you know, like we was talking about earlier in the week about snitching and stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They was basically snitching on me all the time. Yeah. And I used to be like, dude, I don't care what you doing. Like, why are you worried about what I'm doing? If they don't say anything, why is it your business to report what I'm doing? Yeah. I don't report anything that you do. You come in here late, fine, I don't care. That's none of my business.
Yeah.
That's on the manager to say something. But for you to take it upon yourself to, you know, go put a bug in the manager's ear or to tell them I'm sleeping at my desk. I mean, like I said, I gave people reason to be mad. I mean, but this ain't your company, so why are you worried about what I'm doing? Yeah. You know, and that's how I felt. So it just used to be, like I told you, I was immature at that time too. But like I said, I used to be sleeping. I'm not, man, stop. Okay. But yeah, I was pretty bad. I was pretty bad. So I mean, some of it was my fault too. Yeah. But I will say that
they just didn't have to tell on you.
Yeah, they didn't have to tell on me. I can laugh at it now because it was funny then to me. Guys used to be like, "You gonna just tell it?" Somebody had a whole book on me.
Damn.
Like a notepad, like a what's
that's like an extra snitch level.
They was going at it. I'm talking about they had the time and dates I was doing shit.
Damn, they were reporting you.
Say, man, they was going down. He's sleeping at his desk right now.
like it's a diary, like it's a journal.
It was a diary, man. It was crazy because I used to be like, really? You have that much time? You have that much time to worry about what I'm doing, and I still do more work than you and the rest of the people in here. Yeah. So, yeah, I thought they was, yeah. I'm not gonna say anything. You got anything else to say?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, man. I can go on and on about that. Yeah. So Yeah,
I could talk a lot about being stuck at a job.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You had some other jobs that you felt
Plenty.
that you didn't like. Yeah.
Plenty.
Yeah. So that's been our show. If you like what we had talked about today, please leave it in the comment section. Subscribe and like the channel, and hit that bell button so you know when we're doing the next episode drops. I'm Kel.
I'm Jake.
And you have been kicking it with Kel and Jake. Peace.